Hello there, internet friends. It's Too Old for Gaming, and today we've got another exciting 10 versus 10 here on Sheshedrin. I am playing the 17th Infantry Division from Finland, and you can see our players here in the match today. So I hit the Y key on all my vehicles and infantry, and forgot that you have to use fast move order on vehicles, or they won't move. I wish they would just make it so that they move if you're selecting a large area. But I don't realize that right away, so my T-26s are going to sit behind. I'm bringing in a lot of light anti-tank, so he doesn't rush across trucks or light tanks. I do have a Vickers 75 and V-Cotton 20 mil, the dual cannon that's pretty decent. I've got my 45 set up here, but it looks like he's setting up some equipment, and then we've got a sniper here watching our right flank. Now, guys, I'm going to tell you, this match might be the greatest left hook in the history of 10v10s in this game. You're going to want to watch this one. If you get bored, go ahead and speed forward through near the end, because I think you'll be surprised by what we're able to do. I was very pleasantly surprised. So the Lay does manage to take out that M3A1 with the 50 cal, which is big. And looks like we've got some infantry and a PTRS up here, more trucks coming in. The comrade of mine has 4 81s here, and I've got 83s firing. So he didn't really bring in a whole lot, but the mortars are definitely helping. Neither one of us honestly brought in very much equipment in the initial Russian. I was really more concerned about having AT than anything else. He does have a Panzer leader here covering this road. And my 45 now is taking fire from that T-34 76. They're probably going to go down. IL-2 coming in with anti-personnel stuff, but 75 starts firing. And we get him to push off right away, and the 20 mils and this 7/1 are firing too. So our AA net's definitely effective off the bat here. We've got Ursat's trooping, spiting autos and Superis, which is not a great matchup for us. PTRS does die, but my disheartened squad up here dies. I don't know how you pronounce this name. I'm not going to call them Prickas. Let's just call them disheartened Finns. So my 45 manages to stay up with one man left. My Panzerfaust is getting pushed off, but that's okay. It looks like he's not trying to rush through the town. So now I've got these guys who are, they're okay, but I mean 15 points, only 9 men, but they do have AT capability, a machine gun, and 3 submachine guns. So not terrible for in-town battles. And I have a ton of them. Like, I've got like 40 cards of these guys. For 15 points, I can bring it in waves and waves. The T-26s finally make it to the front here. Now, we know we've got some T-34s up here, so I'm trying to keep them back. I don't want them ambushed. And also the 45 mils are dangerous, too. Need to get my infantry up first. I also brought in a Maxim to cover this open field. Panzer IV spotting the autos. Getting pushed off right away. So right now, we've got a guerrilla kind of covering this open sector. I'm bringing in Yakari and Kivari. You guys got too many dots on your letters. And 50s are dangerous in towns for sure, but they're only going to hit up to here. And our 81s, hopefully, will spot and destroy them. I'm not sure what's spotting this guy. Oh, this guy over here. So trying to keep these guys spread out in a defensive line right now. Definitely moving up these Yakari first because they have the Molotovs and the semi-auto rifles and submachine guns. Maxim in a good position to keep these guards pinned down, and my 83s are firing away. I'm not sure, is this indigenous? I'm not sure. At 83.3, or is that a 25? I don't know. So these guys fleeing are getting pushed off by DT machine gun fire, and now we got some cars rushing in, but the Leahy clutches both of them, firing away, knocking them down. The T-26 is able to get those PTRSs to retreat into a building. More and more infantry coming in. These guys are only 20 points, so again, T-26 is destroyed here by a T-34. Trying to move up my infantry. T-34 bouncing off that frontal plate of the Panzer IV. And I had to pull back my Maxim due to the T-34 fire. I didn't want to just waste him. So, got to figure out how to deal with these T-34s here. 83's firing at where the infantry was concentrated. And pulling back my T-26s in case he tries to move forward. It'd be nice if he just moved here and I got some side shots on him. Ofto's moving forward. I've got 2 troops here. These guys are suppressed, though. I can move this T-26 forward and try to support them. Another tank coming in here. 45 mil bouncing off the front again. Too far away. Maybe this would have been worth putting on efficiency shot. My Leahys are firing at these T-34s. 45 does get destroyed. These guys are taking tons of fire. We do manage to take out the transmission, or at least damage one of them. And now the 81s are coming back in on this flag here. So hopefully you guys had a chance to look through here. We are losing 1913. Like I said, guys, stay tuned because that'll change. And by the way, now I've got a lot of people watching these videos. Make sure you put a like and a subscribe on it. It really helps out the channel, gets it posted on the page versus hidden, and we'll get more people coming to it. I'd really, really appreciate it. Thanks, guys. So I got my Yakari over here. I'm going to want to walk him down these houses. I'm bringing in another Panzerfaust. These guys got spotted coming in here. And Oftos are firing at these disheartened Finns. And surprisingly holding their ground. I was surprised that they held their ground instead of running right away. Looks like our mortars were able to take out a T-34. Either that or my 81s, 83s. I brought in a third one. They're only 55 points, 8 rounds a minute, decent blast, like an 81 millimeter mortar. So they're cheap, somewhat effective. I think they have radios. No, they don't have radios, and they have smoke too. Ofto's moving forward, but these Yukaris are going to be able to take him down. Leahy's firing at the T-34. There's another one down here supporting him, and he's backing off. So my little light AT team's keeping the enemy off of our point. Oftos go down. And so I have a decent amount of equipment here. You know, the worst thing that could probably happen to us would be to be off-mapped. And I personally can't remember if that happens or not. Hikari's moving up, getting spotted by that T-34. In terms of stealth, these guys have... they're good. Which I feel like isn't great for a small infantry squad. These guys are probably... yeah, exceptional. T-26 dueling T-34, but he nukes him on the first shot. Panzergrun's moving forward. We retake this flag over here. And we do manage to knock out a T-34 with a T-26. These are only 20 points. So in this deck, guys, the 17th, I've got 4, I think, Stuke 3s. I think that's what these are. 3s or 4s. And then all the T-26s you saw me bringing. That's the only armor I have. And then I have those, like, BT-40s, I think, for support. Vickers firing at guards out here. And finally get these spotters out of the church. That's huge for us. It should help blind these tanks. Kari's pinned down out of Molotovs. Tons of mortar fire come down on that T-34. And the Panzer IV leader comes in for the rescue. Got another 45 mil I brought in here. Looks like we're taking fire from the Su-152 over here on our right flank. Definitely a danger to us. T-26 is destroyed by a T-34 up here. So I'm starting to run out of light armor. Got a couple of them left here. I got 3. And then I got a Sturmy. But now I got to worry about my right flank. I don't want him hitting me with this 152, especially from the side. Vickers not able to see these guys anymore. And I brought in my Pioneers. I think these AT satchels are honestly pretty good. So I'm going to start moving them up. I did bring in a leader card up here. Pack 40 out in the open, firing away at the T-34. Misses twice. Takes a casualty. Gets a turret stuck in the 3rd shot. I think he'll destroy him with this next one. Excuse me, guys. Man, he backed off too early. So we're starting to slowly move forward in the town. I want to take this flag. We're in 1814, so look at our tickets. We're down almost half already, and we're in Phase B. Ikari get absolutely nuked by an Su-152. Panzer IV firing away on those guards. And we've got Su-152s firing at this Pack 40 out in the open. He's going to get destroyed. .50 mil is definitely dangerous. T-26 is able to destroy him as he was out in the open the road. We got a second one Ikari are firing at. Now they're firing at this guy here. And one of my guys next to the Sturmy gets knocked out by the 152. Gotta move. This guy can't move either. Gotta get him out of the way before he gets hit. I did throw up an attack beacon on him, hoping. And so, guys, I used my Leahy to throw down smoke so that he couldn't see me. Because I couldn't move. I did bring in a 75. I've got a few of these in the deck. So he needs to move up to look down the road. Ikari's moving in. We almost got this flag. More trucks coming in. T-26 backing them up. I do have our MPs here to make these guys fanatical. And the flamethrower troops are gonna probably die here. We still have a Molotov. 82 is caught in the road by the T-26. Flamethrowers go down. Now we've got both flags in the town. We're to 17-15, so barely losing on our flags right now. So here comes all my disheartened guys. A bunch of them. Got a bunch of guards back here, and that T-34 that stuck turret, he didn't get destroyed when he retreated. Panzer IV leading the way here. Bit dangerous, could get ambushed. Trying to move my Pioneers forward. Ikari's taking fire from these guards. And now that looks like they're taking 50 mil mortar fire. And that's doing really quick work on them. So advancing my line forward here. T-26 spotting truck back here, is able to destroy him before he gets his equipment out. That was big. Stormy moving forward to support the infantry. Along with the T-26s, PTRS firing at the Panzer IV. One of my T-26s is destroyed by a T-34 back here, and we've got KV-1s too. T-34 85 coming in from our right flank. And another Ikari are destroyed. So, here comes all my infantry. God, I don't know if these are 2K ones. Yeah, those are 2K ones, so that's going to be tough to deal with. T-34 taking fire from the T-26. bounces twice and then is destroyed. The other T-34 gets nuked by those 81s. And they took out one of my guns here. They run out of ammo pretty fast. I had to move them. We didn't see it, but I do have a BT-42 in. They've got a decent amount of shells, and in terms of their damage on these, it's got a huge blast. And almost 6,000 is pretty good. T-34 battling T-26 fire. Bounces again. But he is destroyed by the Panzer IV. I would say one tweak I'd love to see in this game is how quickly tanks can respond to flanking action by other lighter tanks. It seems like they can turn and shoot instantaneously rather than being surprised. And I really wish that they would slow it down, the reaction time sometimes. Because when you are trying to basically use a couple light tanks to take on a heavy tank, it just seems like they're superhuman in their ability to turn and fire. So we've got one squad of autos in here who are just taking a million rounds of DP-28 fire. Lots of smoke coming in here from the enemy, but he doesn't, like, there's a ton of equipment back here, so Pioneers are destroyed. And we're chipping away at this town, guys. We're still at a 17-15. If you look at the map, our right flank is completely collapsed. So we've got a flak 20 mil half track, a 251, and our Sturmy here, and a ton of DP-28s. Zis 3 over here hiding in the woods, firing at these Panthers. And my transmission was destroyed on the Sturmy, meaning he is useless since he doesn't have a turret. Right now, he is being shielded by smoke and he cannot move. So, I'll eventually get these AT guns forward as well. I'm bringing in more Sturmies now. BT-42, just keeping all these guys suppressed. See, just pinned him down. Sturmies coming in. Still got a bunch of 81mm mortars, and then a bunch of Panzers and Sauce troops moving in. And the Panthers are taking our left flank here and advancing. This is a bit aggressive. These guys are just being chipped away. So, while this is slowly moving forward and we're getting our equipment in, let's take a look at the rest of the map. Great job taking the hilltop over here. Definitely can be a challenge, starting to take shells from the Zis 3. Looks like the enemy has taken the flag here in the central area. They've completely taken this town, and we're in a defensive formation, and they've wiped this right flank where we've really been pushed back. So we're in 18-14. It's all up to me and Koyan. I'm telling you guys, we're gonna do it. Got another BT-42 in. These guys are cheap too, for 60 points. Sturmovicki's being held back, only able to use their DT machine guns, not their PPSHs. Disheartened infantry just chipping away at these guys. IL-2M coming in. Might be able to get his load off. Nope. So, our AA net doing its job. Got my MP here to keep these guys from fleeing. And I'm redirecting some fire on this CSU. I'm guessing he wants to bring in some planes. Yak 9 just gets absolutely obliterated. So our light tanks are moving forward. It looks like we lost all of our Panthers probably would have been better to bring these guys forward first. Keep those guys back at the 2K range. Starman here's just... I don't know how they're still alive. They're taking so much machine gun fire. I did manage to bring in a Ford AA to fix this Sturmy. So I've got a Sturmy up here covering this road. And when he tries to bring reinforcements in, still got our spotter here. 75s are finally moving forward. I know I was late on that. And I'm bringing in another 20 mil because he keeps trying to bring an aircraft. And he's trying to smoke us, which is kind of funny because it's just going to help me out. My 45 has finally moved up, and I want to get him into a position where we can cover that road. It takes a while to repair that transmission. Got a Tiger in here now, though. It's definitely useful. Granted, there could be lots of AT guns. So, Panzer III assault working out well to our left flank here because they've got optics. Autos finally die. Trying to bring in AT teams into the marsh area here along with some of these disarmed guys. These ZSU M15s can really do a lot of damage. So I'm bringing up a Sturmy too. And our 81s are just shelling that flag. My disheartened infantry almost on it though, along with the Pioneer and Yakari. And I'm starting to move all my equipment forward. So I've got 3 BT 42s firing right now. Firing at this SG-43 is probably the most dangerous thing to me at this point. 45 spotting trucks are too slow to move into position. Opto's getting caught out in the open. And just some great mortar fire. This is one of those matches that proves like you don't need to have 150 mil guns to push forward. Like these 81s have been awesome. I'm trying to kill the sniper, which we managed to do, because I don't want him getting any information on me. Well, it looks like we managed to capture this flag over here too. T-34-85, definitely dangerous to these Panzer IIIs. He's got enough guns on it to get it scared, though. And he's missing his shots, so these guys fire fast. He's triple vetted. Ooh, engine stall, turret stuck. Might be able to destroy him, but now they're wisely focusing on the Su-152. And I've got a bunch more. I told you guys I had like 40 of these guys on the deck, so I've got a bunch more of these disheartened Finns. Starting to move all of my equipment forward. Andrusha's super dangerous. Tiger's able to spot him though and see if he can kill him. Come on, Tiger. This thing's reloads so slow. And he disappears right beforehand. T-34-85 retreating to the Panzer III rush. So we're going to keep being aggressive. You want to take this flag, because we're still losing, guys. This is 17-15 with 6 minutes to go. We're almost out of tickets. 81's continuing to advance here and provide suppression fire for us. Sturmy's spotting somebody. But now I've got this road covered. And I'm moving my 45s forward. Take out a Superi. Another truck goes down. Looks like we got 2 guns over here. And my Sturmy is destroyed, I think, probably by that 85 that was over there. So these ZIS-3s, I'm trying to get my BT-42 fire on. Looks like he's trying to take this flag back. It's 16-16 though, guys. Because we capped this flag. So, I mean, we got 1, 2, 3, 4 flags on our left flank. This guy, ISU 152, definitely a danger to all these infantry out here. Tiger, really need the Tiger to get in position here and take him out. Takes out my sniper and my machine gun and half of the AT team. Might get that IL-2. Radiator overheating. He's still close. I think he's going to get out. Take out a truck up here. And my 75s, I'm trying to move in to cover this area. Again, I got no 2K stuff, so I can't really... It's going to be really hard to deal with him. I'm trying to move my Sturmy up and hopefully not get ambushed by those Zis-3s that were over there. Bringing in some 45s. I think that's all I got. Because I've deployed all my 75s, possibly. So we're losing again, 17-15, because I got this flag. See if the Sturmy can get a shot off. Bounce. 125, and then he nukes him right away. Somebody did. So I did bring in an FW-190 to try and take him down, but he had a bunch of 25s over here. Sturmy fires, misses. ISU 152 misses. Really wish he'd move this Tiger up. Gets a penetration. And he's destroyed by, on his left flank by, I think, a Panther. That was huge. Looking around the map here, we've regained control of this valley. And we're maintaining over here. This is lost. This shouldn't be hard to get. We should have that back. And we're just holding on over here. So now we're in the lead, though. We're at a 15-17. And our goal is to literally push these guys off the map. We've got a third player in here now, Yagbeer, helping out. Tiger firing away at the 25mm out in the open. And so the timer has stopped, finally. 25mm is destroyed, I think, probably by my BT-42s. I did bring in a truck to resupply this 83.3, excuse me, .8. But they don't have radios, so not super accurate. Looks like we destroyed a towed artillery piece over here. At least the truck it came in. Panthers taking fire from SU-25. Excuse me, SU-25, SU-85. So the flame rounds on these you can only use as direct fire. Seeing somebody here. He misses in the water. So IL-2 coming back in. And he shoved off right away. We've got tons of AA in here now. 45mm is destroyed. We've got our Panther up. We should be able to take out these SU-85s. If he can get on target. And I moved my Sturmy up, try to help out. We got more SU-152s down here. He's firing at the Tiger, though. And it looks like a bunch of artillery bottled up in the back. Alright, SU-85 finally destroyed. And here comes the off map. The Tiger is still charging forward though. No damage. Misses the Su-152 because of suppression. Our Sturmey's not even looking at him. He's looking at this guy. Still locked in at a 17-15 here. Got my infantry moved up. We can shut down this road here pretty soon. And I've got more and more of these disheartened. So he's counter-battering my 83. I'm having to move him around. These things kind of aren't great. So I'm surprised he's wasting ammo on that. It's probably an auto counter. Su-85 is destroyed. My forward way back here, it's random shelling knocks out my MPs. And we've got more off-map back here. Panther's in close. What's he shooting at? 122s.
Don't shoot!
So, you guys can probably tell we're about to just completely shut down the road here, and what's going to happen next is we are going to go all the way across. These guys are going on a long march. So, we managed to take the initiative here and continue to push forward. Hopefully we can get this flag. Off-map coming in on the town. This player unable to break through. The defensive line here seems to... yeah, it's just getting wiped, but we've almost got this flag back. And we do, so it's an 18-14 now. Tons of special forces and Strafnikis coming in, clearing things out over here, flip a flag back, so this guy's just sleeping back here. And this is dangerous. If he gets countered by big artillery, he can take out more than one at a time. Alright, so 81 suppressing the 85, so we can take them down as this 3 is suppressed. Move my BT-42 up to try to get some flame shots on him. And we spot the 152 Jeep, and he is destroyed. 85 is pinned. Now we've got more guys coming in over here to support our assault across. So we've got a bomber coming in. No, Hurricane. Takes out the Yagpians. Since they're so slow, they usually get killed every time. Yeah. I don't find them terribly effective. Panther takes a pen. By that 45. And my guys are getting pushed off from shelling over here. 85 is destroyed. And I'm continuing to move this equipment forward. Again, I've got a bunch of these BT-42s, so I'm pushing them up. Need to push these AA guns up. I'm pushing the 75 up here. Trying to bring in FW-190 to help out, because I feel like we've got all the AA taken care of. Let's see if he does anything. Damages him, but doesn't kill him. So my infantry getting up close to the road now, so we can stop their reinforcements here. And we're at an 18-14 again. Happy that we've got this flag here. maintaining control of this position, which is big for us. And we're about to get pushed off the map on our right flank. T-34-76 goes down. Su-85 probably going to die right now. Almost. More off-map. But it's just in front of us. And these guys fall back really fast. So it looks like a lot are still full squads. So, mortar smoke, pushing these guys across. No AT though. It's kind of funny. Got the Panzer III back here. Off map, killed again. Got a recon squad here. He's taking lots of fire from the Panzer III. And he surrenders. So we finally cleared these woods out. These guys are in close on this Su-76. 20 mil ends up taking out the Su-76. And we've almost got this road knocked out. 122 is starting to take machine gun fire. And he gets pinned. That's a lot of 37s. TU-2 is not going to be able to make it through. I did bring in a 155. We're just out of radio range, though. And now we're starting to get shelled by the rest of the team. So, yeah, we're going to sweep right. So we got to get this road closed off. And then we're going across the bridge. Looks like the enemy is taking that flag back. Got a bunch of guys just sitting back here doing nothing. My 155 is destroyed pretty fast. So somebody's got a bunch of already just set up on counter. More and more infantry coming in. Starting to move all my equipment forward. So we have a ton of enemies over here. This guy's gonna get destroyed. I feel like the bow fighters are the worst rocket planes in the game. Man, I wish we had already right here. Auto cars destroyed. Got a bunch of fighters coming in. All getting destroyed. 45's destroyed, so we block off the reinforcement roads here. And you can see everything coming across now. Looks like we got a 600 mil plane, but he hasn't. He's putting it right here, so that's great. Did he? Did he cancel it? Weird. Might get pushed off this point here, but it's 17-15 still. Walter, what are you doing, man? Gonna fly right into AA. Okay, moved it over to these Su-152s. Not a bad idea. These guards are just gonna get destroyed in here. We've got an elephant as well. Looks like they've captured the right side of the hill over here. barely hanging on to a reinforcement road on the right. Pack 40 is the only thing here. They got this flag. So as you can tell, I'm moving a lot over. And now he's trying to shell my 83.8s, which aren't even firing. And I did bring in the 203, but unfortunately, this guy's got so much counter that these guys, even if I set them to counter, it's just gonna they get nuked like right away. He's got 17 pounders set up on the ridge here. KV 85. Enemy trying to get their defenses up. Still winning the tick battle, but they almost pushed us out of the valley. SU Stu 42 is destroyed, and we did retake the top of the hill, though. He's not getting shelled yet. Almost in radio range. Still are holding on here. Might surrender this guy, yep. The Jagdpanzer's coming in. So we are barely holding on to this flag. We get these airborne rifles out of here. Another Hurricane coming back in. Hits the Elephant once. Pays for it. So, yeah, these guys are just immediately taking fire. I don't think the AI targets these assault guns in the same manner that it does artillery. Because I noticed that these BT-42s weren't really getting countered through most of the match. Sniper's starting to... He's getting spotted here. Still got this flag, 1814. Jagdpanzers managed to push him off. 17 pounder is destroyed. Just an absolute wave here. Yeah, these guys gotta be careful with the 17 pounder up here. MG42 taking some shelling from the ISU 152. This guy almost in position to do something. And we basically broke over here on the right. But we still have another flag over there. Panther taking fire from a 17 pounder. Wow. It's a squad over here. The rest of them are just pinned down. Taking dirt fire. He lost his flag, it's tied up again. Panther's still up though. And that 17 pounder's firing at the Jagdpanzer, but he is destroyed. My other sniper is killed. Still moving everything forward here on foot. And that 203 who's on counter is just getting nuked right away. I'll be curious to see what my arty did in this match, if it did anything. These guys are just chipping away at each other. I feel like the triple-vetted Grenadiers are gonna probably win now that they got, well, they got a Sherman coming in. Let's see what happens here. It's 2 rockets off. Just so much equipment. There's a ton of stuff back here, too. Ah. Destroyer nailed that guy. So we're almost up the hill, guys. And we managed to hang on up here. And this one. Oh man, that's brutal. Fortunately for us, there's no flag over here. So we've got smoke down finally covering our advance, and we're moving our Panzer IIIs forward. And my 155 is destroyed. I was counter battering. Keep bringing them in to try to counter these giant batteries of enemy fire, but I guess at least it's not landing here, and it's landing on my artillery. Here comes the off map. 17-15 still. My FW-190 is pushed off. He's trying to hit the SU-152. He's probably gonna die. Ah, oh, saw that huge shell come for him. So these guys, these Pioneer type squads, are getting nailed by this SG-43 and the ISG or SU-152. But we're continuing to advance here. And we've got off map coming in here. I did set up a 75 up here to help out. So I didn't want to lose this, because then we're back to a tie and we'll probably lose. So we got one guy holding this flag and nothing here. But we do have Jagdpanzers coming in. Just an absolute roll on our right flank. B-26 is gonna make it. No. So now the arty's coming on us over here. More off map over here. Peeks up though, I should be able to take him out. Truck goes down. Elephant spotting, he goes down. 10 minutes to go, 17-15. Sturmy firing at the T-34. Gets some penetration, and he is destroyed with the follow-up shot. Trying to make counter moves here with some guards. Another KV-85 goes down. This SG-42 is really causing us some problems. More off map. I did bring in these tank killer teams. See if I could sneak in here. Their stealth is only good, unfortunately. Gotta get this flag back to get the ticks going. Hopefully he can hold this bridge here. So we don't roll up. I want to take these two flags. $1700, not able to land shots at these guys. Takes another casualty. SG-43 finally dies. Sherman just absolutely lighting up my guys out in the open here. I'm trying to move up my 75 to fire at him. MG-42 is coming forward. There's a tank hiding right here. 8 minutes to go, 1814. Looks like we retook this flag down here. And they haven't made it across that bridge. And we at least got a Pack 40 to help out over here. And we've got this little field. So, again, brought in more 155s to try to counter. But there's just so much artillery, and I guess I'd rather have that than on my guys over here. See if this AT team can do something. Getting spotted right away. Ah, they get pinned. So we've got the hill, at least this corner of it. Bring my lay up. If he can fire at this truck, and he does. We can get the second truck. He gets out before. 75 getting fired on by this SU-152 though. Really wish we had some more support from these heavies that are here. Move this guy over. So I'm walking in my 75s. 6 minutes to go, 1814. And I tried to rush in trucks, but they were just too many guns. So I lost two and then just decided that was a bad idea.
Auta pois täältä. 1
5 minutes to go. Finally in close enough to shoot at the 17 bomber. 20 mils shipping away these guys too. Close. Able to get my Panzerschreck team up here to take up this SU-152. Got a Tiger here. Can't see anything. If he just moved a foot, he'd be right behind those guys. SU-152 is taken out by the Panzerschreck. 17-pounder is get knocked down. These guys get overwhelmed by artillery fire, and I have to fall them back. And unfortunately, my guys get destroyed here. Tiger's still sitting back. I guess he'd probably get turned away because of how fast they turn. So, still have more things moving forward here. Needed more armor support over here to take the town. Still got this ridge and these two. So we've almost taken them over in terms of that bar, by the way. Yak 9 destroyed right away. SG-152 gets nuked or something. Come on, Panther. Right there. I asked for smoke and they did it, but there's still this gap. Enemy's starting to move back a little bit. Almost there. Less than 3 minutes to go. 18-14. Lots of tanks coming in. Tons of trucks. Ooh. Big shot. T-34 is running right through. Trying to surrender me. Gets destroyed before. Nice. $17-15, 1 minute to go. We're actually in the lead on ticks now. But my whole assault was broken. Tiger was destroyed. They took that flag. Need to hold this one. 1 minute to go. Get off map. Takes that 2 tanks a bit. Still got this one. 25 seconds. My BTs are taking fire. It's gonna try to take this flag here in the last couple, but lots of artillery. And we were managing to march across here. Whew. Don't call it a comeback. Full 60-minute game there. If anybody's still listening to this, take a look at our team stats. This guy, some of these guys just have an insane amount of points. I did alright for having the infantry team without much arty. Dude, look at this Leahy. Awesome. I think these are like 10 points too. Actually, my 83.3 did better than I thought. T26 took out a few. The BT42 was definitely effective. Yeah, these BT42s are really good. Use my Sturmey's pretty good too. But yeah, bringing a ton of BT42s, I mean, it just did so much. 75 mils, took out some trucks and stuff. So in terms of losses, this that T34 at the beginning was pretty tough to take out. ISU 152s were a problem. Artillery. ISU 152. This M4 when I was trying to take the town. And then the KV-85 on the hilltop. So 10%, 10%. Only 9% of the casualties, which is kind of funny because I was just rushing in the entire time. So, hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.